All right, so Malawi's president thinks that now is the right time to send unemployed youth to work in Israel, a true legend of reading the room. In their latest Pan-African Act, Zimbabwe is to spend north of £100,000 on wigs. Madagascar's new president loves it when democracy is a one-man show. Kenyan Vice-president treats flood funds like a child's second request for pocket money. We zone in on two of BBC's 100 Women 2023 list. Our TikToks of the week take us through payday struggles, and we talk about the cultural practice that is Lobola. This is the only place where your first impression does not count. This is The Second Take.
It's the season for savings at Vurman Brock. Get an Ola-rich and creamy ice cream tub for $59.99. 500-gram Rama Original Margarine for $24.99. 2-liter Rietfontein juice or sensation for $37.99. 5 kg Rice King rice for just $89.99. And Huggies Jumbo Packs for only $209.99. See all our specials online at www.vurmanbrock.com. We care.
It's the Premier League, all on DSTV. All the goals, clashes, and moments. All of Rashford, Salah, and Saka.
Their start is getting better and better and better.
All in HD. Available on all these bouquets to choose from. To watch on all these devices. Get DSTV with an HD decoder, free installation, plus 1 month compact for 1,549 Namibian dollars. It's the Premier League, all on DSTV.
All right, it's time for us to get straight into our stories of the week. Now, about a fortnight ago, many people, including myself, were giving Malawian President Lazarus Chakwera credit when he suspended all foreign trips by government officials, including himself. The move was part of what he called tough measures to heal the Southern African nation's economy, and I found the move to be quite pragmatic and a sign that he was heading in the right direction. But perhaps I underestimated just how pragmatic Lazarus Chakwera wanted to be, because just yesterday, he and his government declared that they are sending unemployed young Malawians to Israel to work on farms as part of what he deems as his commitment to job creation. Now, I'm not one to assume that everyone watches my show. I mean, if I wasn't hosting it, there's a chance I would have missed it for an Arsenal game or two. So let me break down why this is at best a really weird move. Israel currently occupies Palestine. It has for over 70 years. There is significant unrest in that region. Israel's occupation of Palestine has been described by countless academics as a form of apartheid. South Africa just closed down Israel's embassy and suspended all diplomatic relations. Undoubtedly, at any stage, there is far more in common between Malawians and South Africans than any ties to Israel historically. With all this in mind, Lazarus Chakwera has decided to send young Africans to work on farms in what has been dubbed as an apartheid state. To me, this is about as sensible as Robert Mugabe being your Pan-African icon because of how well he spoke English. Our second story takes us to the country that the aforementioned Bob tried to ruin, Zimbabwe. The government is about to spend £120,000 on judges' wigs. By the way, I didn't start that sentence by saying the successful, economically viable, and competent government of Zimbabwe is about to spend £120,000 on judges' wigs. Just the same regular guys overseeing the highest inflation rate in the world, rampant corruption, and extreme poverty. I was under the impression that Zimbabwe was independent of British colonialism, but apparently we draw the line at blonde wigs. I mean, take the land, decolonize the educational system, but stop yourself from looking like an English aristocrat attending a Shakespearean production? Not a chance, Governor. I mean, something about a blonde wig just says that one should be presiding over matters that affect Africans. Something about a blonde wig just says authority in the right way. Because really, what good is a judgment in Zimbabwe if it doesn't look like it got delivered by George I of Great Britain in his finest hour? More news after the break.
There's music galore at the VRS Sports Fields come December, when Local Cars Production brings you SA's Mikasa and Paige, along with locals Jared G and DJ Malza on December 2nd. If jazz is more your style, don't miss the smooth sounds of Fujazz, Casey, Letitia, Major Sevenths, Don Vino and Judith Sepulma on the 3rd. You can enjoy each event individually, or you can easily make a weekend of the two. Get your tickets online via eticket.my.na or at the NMH offices in General Muhammad Mutala Avenue in Eros. Brought to you in conjunction with Republicane, Exhibition and Events Warehouse, Yango, DB Audio and the Winter Country Club. See you there!
All right, we're back. Let's continue with our stories of the week. Madagascar President Andry Rajoelina has won re-election in the first round of a ballot boycotted by nearly all opposition candidates in the Indian Ocean island nation, the Election Commission said yesterday. Turnout was just over 46%. You know, there is nothing quite like winning a race that you are pretty much running alone. It takes a lot of effort to assume that everyone that isn't there didn't show up because you are the rightful winner. The sheer mental gymnastics needed for one to convince themselves that their democracy is working at its best when less than half of the nation shows up to the ballot in the country's lowest turnout ever is a marvel to behold. Just as wondrous as managing to run for president of Madagascar whilst maintaining French dual citizenship. Sarcasm aside, I can actually make sense of the other stuff, mainly because of, decades of conditioning by long-term dictators. But being a citizen of two nations whilst trying to rule one of them feels a little weird to me, because you don't have to keep the French citizenship. You are citizen number one of your country. So one has to ask themselves, what benefits are making Rajoelina hold on to his French citizenship so dearly? I want to say croissants, but that's a stereotype. What's French for politically compromised? Je ne sais pas. Moving on, Kenya's Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, has pulled a disappearing act, announcing that the government won't be funding the flood response efforts. It's like he's playing hide and seek with the national budget during some of the wildest floods Kenya has seen lately. The governor of Mombasa, on the other hand, seems to be challenging Mr. Gachagua to a game of truth or dare. He's not buying the story about the government sending 10 billion Kenyan shillings for flood response. Last week, flash floods claimed the lives of at least 13 people in Mombasa and nearby areas. And what was the response from the government? Well, Mr. Gachagua stepped into the limelight, saying, "We are shocked to see governors complaining that they are yet to receive money for El Nino from the national government. Such money is not coming." I mean, that is precisely what you want to hear when rain is destroying your livelihood. That is the leadership in crisis that the people vote for. Someone that sees your struggle and proceeds to indulge in bottomless hindsight and monetary debate while showing zero empathy for a problem you are facing in real time. Chef's kiss. Heartwarming moment of the week after the break.
E-ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Let's get straight into our heartwarming moment of the week. The BBC has revealed its list of 100 inspiring and influential women from around the world for 2023. For this heartwarming moment of the week, I zoned in on 2 trailblazing women that are changing their African communities in their own unique ways. First up, hailed as one of Morocco's top female rap sensations, Katek emerges as a standout star in her country's hip-hop realm. Over 3 years, she's garnered a fan base, particularly among young women, for her boldness, authenticity, and refusal to conform to stereotypes. Found at her favorite cafe in bustling Casablanca's Medina, she rocks a casual look, relaxed jeans, a crop top, and a body bag, with only a touch of glamour in her shimmering eye makeup. On stage, she captivates with charisma, swapping her crop top for a silver bandeau while still embracing her genuine self, winning the crowd's affection. Now, Katek's name, meaning your sister in Moroccan Arabic, challenges men's derogatory use of the term. This move drew attention, though radio hosts initially aimed to soften it. Embracing freestyling and social media to share her art, she rapidly ascended to become one of Morocco's leading female rappers. Collaborating with big male rap stars in 2020, Katek noticed shifts in Moroccan rap, observing a move away from politically charged themes to a focus on wealth and materialism, attributing this change to social media's influence. Despite this, she remains steadfast in addressing important issues like mental health, women's rights, societal constraints, and personal contradictions in her music. Now, Jennifer Uchendu, a mental health advocate from Nigeria, founded Sasti Vibes, a youth-led organization aiming to make sustainability not just a concept, but an engaging, relatable, and trendy movement. Her recent efforts have delved into examining how the climate crisis impacts the mental health of Africans, particularly the younger generation. Establishing the Eco-Anxiety Africa project in 2022, Uchendu aims to validate the project's climate-related emotions among Africans through research, advocacy, and climate-informed psychotherapy. Her objective revolves around collaborating with individuals and groups passionate about transforming mindsets and undertaking the challenging task of understanding climate emotions. Stay with us as we have a good laugh with our TikToks of the week after the break.
Taking care of children can be one of the busiest jobs in the world. That's why CrècheGuard is here to give you a little help along the way. Start the day with CrècheGuard's immune syrup to help build a strong immune system. CrècheGuard also offers other tasty supplements, such as omega-3 chews to support brain development. And for healthy little tummies, look for CrècheGuard's range of probiotics that come in drops, sprays, and delicious choc bars. Trust in CrècheGuard every day for healthy little bodies and developing minds.
The next days are not a measurement of time, but the distance from here to the finish line. For the race you are running, for your kids, your career, your health, your future. Not away, but towards it. While the voice in your head reminds you it won't be easy. But by simply swinging your feet towards the floor, you've taken the first step. Grow for it with Stamino Grow. 5-in-1 supplement available at all leading pharmacies.
You know, I realized that I've got more Gen Z supporters than any other group. And I realize it's probably because you old folks can't stay up till 7 p.m., I guess. But either way, because of the Gen Zs, I'm focusing on TikTok of the week by bringing you just more than 4 TikToks. And our first 2 TikToks come from Asher Glean, who takes us through the personality changes our stomachs go through on payday, followed by Henry and Caitlin debating Canadian versus Nigerian pronunciation of names. Enjoy.
Wow, this month's salary is looking good. I need to save some money. Let me put some away. I'm hungry. Okay, there's food in the fridge. I don't want food from the fridge. I want pizza. Wait, we can't even eat pizza. We're lactose intolerant. I don't care. I want pizza. Order some pizza. Okay, fine. There's some pizza in the freezer. I'll just cook the pizza in the freezer, right? Are you not listening to me? I don't want pizza from the freezer. I don't want food from this house. I don't care what you have in the fridge. Order some food or we're not eating. Hold on. Since when was you this bougie? We was eating pot noodles yesterday.
Okay. Joel.
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 Joel. It's gonna be Joel again.
Joel.
Joel. What?
Joel.
Joel.
Joel. Joel.
Joel. Like Joel. It's Joel.
Jewel. No, a jewel is what you have on your wrist, like a jewel.
That's Joel. See, Joel. That one sound more like Joel. Mine is Joel. Which one is better? You said Joel. It's like Joel.
Yeah, jewel is what, like a jewelry.
Yeah, that's jewel. So it's like jewelry. No jewel. No jewelry.
Jewel is. Okay. Samuel. No, Samuel.
It's Samuel.
It's Samuel.
It's Samuel now. It's Samuel simple. It's gonna be Samuel again.
So how would you say Emmanuel?
Emmanuel TV. We are Emmanuel TV in Nigeria. One of the biggest church.
I feel like you're missing a syllable. Emmanuel.
It's Emmanuel.
Where did the middle syllable? Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, my people comment. Is it Emmanuel or Emmanuel? It's Emmanuel.
That's all I got for you because I can't with you.
But it's Emmanuel, man. Leave your comment. Let us know.
If you have another name that Nigerians like to pronounce in their own fashion.
That's how we pronounce it, though.
That's fine. In your own fashion.
Now, some of you may know this, but I am engaged to be married. For the African man, getting married is not simply a case of asking your lady to marry you and proceeding to plan the wedding. Hold up. Yes, in modern times, you definitely can't skip going down on one knee. It's essential. But tradition is certainly a big part of how we get things done. One of the traditions is Lobola. Now, Lobola has been seen as a contentious subject to many. Before I share my thoughts on Lobola, here are the opinions of some young Africans on Paki Lau's TikTok page.
Do you think the whole concept of Lobola objectifies women?
I think it's like a token of appreciation to thank the family for raising someone you want to marry.
It's kind of like paying the money of raising your wife to the family.
My family has to agree to whatever price you deem is correct for me.
Women are not objects.
Like in ancient times, how did they value a person? How did they value a family?
I don't think it objectifies women, but I don't think it applies in today's society.
Are you going to give off your daughter to someone?
No,
yeah,
exactly. You need a competent machine, a killer.
It felt like there's an amount of money attached to get married to me.
For me, why are you telling me? No, why are you telling me?
My mind, I can't be paying for the whole wedding.
I think anything where women are sort of exchanged for money, it can lead to like tricky situations.
A lot of women, especially our age, feel like it's right for us to pay Lobola for them. And now they want the traditional man because, you know, you do everything traditionally, but they don't necessarily act as traditional women.
If you're a girl, a Zulu girl, vala matanga, and then study your books.
Okay.
Love all the opinions. Now here's my take on Lobola. Lobola is an opportunity for the families to come together. Now, in spite of patriarchy, misogyny, and all the other innies, something you have to keep in mind is that the concept has been perverted by some. Some people call it bride price owning a woman, when that's not the case at all. You're supposed to be showing your appreciation for how that woman was raised, for the effort that it took to raise that woman. When you take a man out of a home, you've taken a man out of a home. But when you take a woman out of a home, you're taking a home out of a home, which also means you need to show some level of competence. You need to prove that you can take care of the person that you want to marry. Taking them to Hungry Lion is simply not enough. Lobola is an opportunity for you to also be held accountable and to prove that you are more than your words. And I'm not just saying this because I'm paying Lobola next week. Look at this one, because this next TikTok is what happens after Lobola. I'm laughing because this actually literally happened in my life. Not necessarily after Lobola, but when it comes to asking the bridesmaids to join the bridal party, it goes a little differently on both sides. Enjoy.
So I feel like over the time of our friendship, we've connected so hard. We've shared so many memories. And that just really... Yo. Wait, hold on one sec. Yeah? Would you be my best man? Yeah? Cool. Cool.
I have not stopped laughing at that one. Stay with the second take.
Newsprint Namibia is a web offset printing operation that specializes in the printing of newspapers and commercial inserts. We are the leaders in our industry, with the highest quality print work and the shortest turnaround time from computer to print and delivery anywhere in the country daily. Newsprint was established mainly as a newspaper print company, but had to diversify its business to do commercial printing as required in the market. We print commercial inserts previously printed in South Africa in the shortest possible time. We, as an organization, also started printing workbooks for our education system and will also print textbooks for the Namibian market. For more information, please contact print@newsprint.com.
Well, that has been our last second take for November because we're heading into December. And why is it significant for me to tell you that? Because we want to know what your stories of the year have been. We have had a wide range of stories. We've made fun of politicians. We've also made fun of politicians, not to forget making fun of politicians. This is a lovely show with a lot of range and would love to know what your favorite moments are. But for now, it's time for me to take a break. Until next weekend, my name is Ashwin Betty. This has been The Second Take.